We are at the mill site, the Keane Wonder Mine. You can see here the ore bin, which sits at the bottom of the aerial tram. You can see some of the tram towers on the side of the mountain there. So right here, this would have been the mill site in several stages. They're always built on the side of a hill so that the ore can be fed down through several processes. It's a really big boiler. Probably gonna get corrected on that one. Here you can see the concrete foundation for the stamp. Stamps would have been right there. And then this is part of the aerial tram. That's really neat. We are hiking up above the mill, and you can see we're at the water tank, and you can also see we're looking out towards Furnace Creek now. You can actually, I don't know if you can make it out, but it's just out there to the left of that white spot, that salt flat. So yeah, it's pretty close to Furnace Creek, which is the hottest part. But what's interesting here is you can see on this water tank, the water pipe comes out, and you can follow it, and it goes down the hill and it goes to another tank way down there, if you can see it. And when I was driving in, I think I saw a pipe coming in from the right. So they probably shipped water in from miles away from a spring somewhere across the flats over here to this tank at the bottom, where it was then pumped up the hill to this tank where it's finally ready to use. So it was not easy to run mining operations in this desert, and especially not big operations like this. It took a lot of effort, a lot of manpower, a lot of machinery. So we are not even halfway up the tram line. You can see these tram towers are interesting. They're just wood with a piece of iron at the top. They get away with that here because it's so dry, it would last forever. But the interesting thing here is look at this canyon they crossed with this tram. You can see what difficult terrain this is, and how hard it must have been to transport this ore from the mine up there down to the mill without this tram. In the first few years this mine was in operation, they did not have a tram, so they did it the long way. Let's keep going. Okay, somehow I made it to the mine. It's quite a difficult hike, and we have this pretty awesome machinery up here. Got a hoist, and this really neat old wooden cable spool. Cable still on it, and then at the top of the tramway here. And if you look down here, I don't know if you can see in this view, but there's ore cars and all kinds of scrap down in the valley. So I'm hiking out of here. I have to say that it's probably a lot harder than I anticipated. It's only 1.2 miles, but it's mostly straight up. This is probably the easiest section you're seeing right now. It's very hot, very exposed. Finding any shade for rest, it's pretty much impossible. So if you're gonna do this, really come prepared. And lots of water, sunscreen, etc. But man, look at this view. Holy moly. I have to say, this is definitely one of the best historic mining sites I've been to. I'm really glad that they opened it back up.